reacting to that right now, you know what I'm saying? But what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jake Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Play the life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch, man. In the description down below. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay. It's in the description down below, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, you know, your boy Jay, you know, had to react to 2-4 like I'm Kobe. Left hand like Ginobili, you know what I'm saying? Your boy had to, you know what I'm saying? I'll react to your boy Kobe Bryant. I didn't finish the Jason Tatum documentary, you know what I'm saying? So I still got to finish the Jason Tatum documentary, bro. You know what I mean? I got a bad habit of doing that, starting documentaries, bro, and not finishing them, bro. You know what I'm saying? It actually was a good documentary. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to start that documentary back up. If y'all do like all the documentary reactions, bro, make sure you head over to the playlist section. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of documentary reactions, bro. We finished the Stephen Curry documentary. We just finished, I think that was the Stephen Curry documentary. We finished the Giannis Antetokounmpo documentary. We got part 1 and part 2 of Jason Tatum documentary. I feel like I think we got a Derrick Rose documentary, bro. And we got the Kobe documentary. We're gonna hit the freaking Michael Jordan documentary next, you know what I'm saying? We got the book of Kobe Bryant full length documentary part 2, man.
Chemistry that would lead to one of the NBA's next great dynasties. But for the time being, the focus would be on achieving their O'Neal, and only one team remained in their way.
I feel like Kobe could have had like 7 rings,
Reggie
bro.
Miller and the Indiana Pacers.
These niggas three-peated.
Been a step or two away. Whether it was the Jordan-led Bulls, the New York Knicks, or even a young Shaq in Orlando, someone had always stepped between them and a chance at the NBA Finals. Except 2000 was different. After winning 56 games and finishing first in the Central Division, the Pacers had fought their way up the ranks in the Eastern playoffs, returning to their 5th Eastern
Reggie Miller was cold, y'all, bro.
In the past 7 years.
Reggie Miller was cold,
yet again being matched up with the Knicks, Indiana would finally break through the glass ceiling, with Reggie helping seal the final game of the series with a 34-point performance, and sending the Pacers to their first NBA Finals appearance in franchise history.
Just looking up, seeing the NBA Finals banners, and seeing NBA Finals on the floor, NBA Finals 2000 on your jerseys. It's a great feeling. It kind of feels like you're just dreaming, really.
With the stage set and 2 teams who had been fighting to get over the hump finally having the opportunity to win it all, the 2000 NBA Finals got off to a strong start for LA. Kobe had come out of the gates hot in his first championship action, scoring on 4 of his first 6 shots in the first quarter, but eventually found himself playing a more complementary role to Shaq, who had a clear advantage inside. O'Neal would be unstoppable in Game 1, scoring 43 points and grabbing 19
Shaq was dominant, bro.
on the way to a 17-point victory.
It was just bigger than everybody, bro.
However, it was Bryant who would have the most valuable contribution to the game, thanks to his effort on the defensive end. Kobe would hold future Hall of Famer Reggie Miller to a career-low 1 for 16 performance, forcing the NBA's eventual all-time three-point leader to have one of the worst shooting performances in finals history. It was clear that the duo of Shaq and Kobe would be too much for Indiana in this series, and early in Game 2, Pacers guard Jalen Rose would try to take the fate of the series into his own hands.
Kobe, man, they could have had like 7 rings together. It was Shaq trying to eat donuts and eat hamburgers.
Looks like he sprained his ankle when Kobe came down. He's on the floor, and he's writhing in pain, holding his left ankle. Now, Kobe came down as he shot that jumper. Now they're going to have to take the foul.
Rose had broken an unwritten rule in basketball. He had not only slid his foot into Kobe's landing zone, but years later, he actually admitted to doing it on purpose.
Did it on purpose? It's crazy. You think you like Jalen Rose, but you think that was cool or something, bro? Hurting my nigga on purpose? You know, that jump was cool, gang. That jump wasn't cool, gang. I'm out to you, bro. Like, talking about you admitting that junk on purpose, bro. What you think it's supposed to be cool or something? Looking at it like it's cool, bro?
But years later, he actually admitted to doing it on purpose.
But playing against him in the finals again, I'm thinking this is before any questions were being asked. So like now you look back in hindsight, and I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's cool. I don't think I'm hard because I tried to hurt Kobe Bryant in a game.
You're dirty,
I'm
nigga.
disgusted by it because, you know, I wanted to win that bad that I was willing to basically cheat to do it.
The Lakers would still go on to take Game 2, but the ankle injury would be one that bothered Kobe the rest of the series, and it would directly cause him to miss the entirety of Game 3 as well. In his absence, the Pacers were allowed to throw more pressure at Shaq, and the void left by Bryant on the defensive end led to
imagine
Reggie
if
Miller,
Shaq can shoot.
who had been held to 28 points total in the first 2 games, to explode for 33 in a 9-point Pacers
Shaq
victory.
could shoot, that would be different. I'm not gonna lie. Shaq, if Shaquille O'Neal could shoot, I don't know what the freak. Like, bro would be the greatest of all time. I'm not gonna lie. If Shaq had the outside game just like his inside game, greatest of all time.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome tonight, the most important game of the finals.
The eyes of Indianapolis are on the ankle of Kobe Bryant.
The big question for Laker fans, will Kobe Bryant play tonight?
You need to be at 95%, right?
Oh,
Okay, 50%?
what do you need 80%? I can change my game.
Is there any circumstance that you can envision right now that would keep you from playing?
Any snipers in the room?
With Kobe back in the starting lineup for the next game, it was obvious that the winner of Game 4 would hold all the momentum of the series, making it a must-win for both teams. After only scoring 6 in the first half, Kobe would rise to the occasion with one of the most clutch performances in NBA Finals history, fighting through the pain of a still injured ankle to re-establish the momentum.
NBA Finals,
for the Lakers.
man.
Picking up his 5th foul early in the third quarter, Coach Jackson was worried that sitting Kobe would cause his ankle to tighten, so he trusted Bryant to keep playing, and it proved to be the right decision.
It's the finals, y'all. It's the finals, man. We can't go like that, Kobe. Freaking finals, nigga. This ain't no regular season junk, man. Nigga better play through the ankle, man.
Kobe with a great feed to O'Neal. We played 2 minutes of the second half. Indiana by 5.
Freak all that, man. Freak all that. Ankle can heal after the finals.
AC Green.
Ankle heal after the freaking finals.
Jackson has pushed him far from the basket. Doesn't take
Ankle heal after the finals.
and hangs in the air with
Nigga.
another beauty.
Despite Kobe
Over these
scoring
niggas, man.
14 points in the second half, the Pacers were still able to tie the game at the end of regulation, meaning the winner would be decided in overtime. Shaq would try to take over in OT, but a 6th foul with only 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining would take him out of the game completely. The rest of the night and the direction of the series would be completely in Kobe's hands.
They ain't gonna talk about this, though. Come on now.
Taking
Shot.
on Miller.
They ain't gonna talk about that, though.
2-point basket. If you want to be a hero, you've got to take hero shots.
Kobe is going to go to work again.
Here he is
Shot.
for Jackson.
Come on, bro. Who needed who more, bro? Come on now, bro.
This kid
Kobe won 2 more without Shaq. Shaq won 1 more without him.
running one-hander. Followed in by Kobe Bryant.
Again, offensive rebounds.
The Lakers have a 3-1 lead.
Bryant's 8 points in overtime were the second most in NBA Finals history, firmly cementing Kobe as one of the game's top performers when the game matters most. Game 5 would be a slight step back for the Lakers, with Kobe having one of his worst shooting performances of his young career while still battling his ankle injury. The Pacers would pull away in the elimination game with a commanding 33-point win, the largest deficit the Lakers had faced all season, and they would stay alive for another game heading back to LA. Despite the hiccup in Indiana, the Lakers got themselves back on track for Game 6.
I still can't believe this man dead, bruh.
Series. Shaq and Kobe would combine for
Like, I'm like,
67
dang,
points.
Cole,
with
bruh.
Bryant
How you go out like that,
overcoming
bruh?
Continued shooting struggles
Can't believe
to
that
seal
jump,
the
bro.
game down the stretch with 5 clutch free throws.
I can't believe that
After
jump,
a
bro.
playoff run that had seen them push
Just
to
be
their
hitting me out of
limits.
nowhere in my face. I swear that it just hit me again. I'm like, bro, Kobe Bryant is dead, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It just be hitting me in my face like poof. It's like, what the freak? Like, he ain't never coming back. Y'all understand how crazy death is? You is never coming back like for eternity. Like, that was it. Like, that's it. I want y'all to be understanding that, bro. Like, it's over. No more. Never coming back. No redos, bro. That life crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Life is crazy. Like, we ain't never gonna see Kobe Bryant again. You know what I'm saying? Like, ever. It's over with, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shaq and Kobe
it's crazy thinking like that, bro. Dang, bro. Niggas just gone like that, bro.
Were NBA champions.
We worked so hard. It was a hard-fought game, and we finally got a championship.
They're gone, man. They're gone, man.
You're 21 years. You said you've always dreamed of winning a championship. Is it what you dreamed of? Oh, it's everything and more. I mean, you have the Laker colors falling from the ceiling, the fans going crazy. I got the hat on and everything, covering my throat. That feels great. No feeling quite like this. Woo, love it. Can't wait to do it again.
The 2000 season had been a huge step for Kobe.
Long little 8, man. Long little 2-4, man.
Successfully make the jump from great talent to great player, etching his name in history and finally reaching the goal of every competitor. He had performed on the game's biggest stage and proved that while he still had room to grow,
only God know, man.
The force at the top
only God know
for years to come. In the meantime, together with Shaq, the Lakers had proven that they had officially arrived as the NBA's best, and a dynasty was born.
Any one of them could have got the Finals MVP, bro. Shaq could have got the Finals MVP. Kobe could have got the Finals MVP.
From the moment he burst on
any one of them could have got it, bro.
Talent, style, and charisma. Comparisons to the NBA's greatest player were made.
I know that voice from anybody. Stephen A. Smith. I know that voice from anybody. Stephen A. Smith, huh? There's the guy.
Comparisons to the NBA's greatest player were made. And after he and Shaquille O'Neal fought and scratched their way to a three-peat in Los Angeles, it seemed a matter of time before Kobe Bryant's name would be etched in history alongside that of his idol, Michael Jordan. But that road would not be without
oh shoot, that's when that freaking
2 years ago, his world nearly came undone when he faced sexual assault allegations in a court of law.
Wouldn't be lying, bro. I ain't gonna count. Wouldn't be lying, boy.
The rift would send Shaq
telling
back
you,
into
boy.
Miami. Conflicts with head coach Phil Jackson and a sometimes acrimonious relationship with the media. So, how will Kobe be remembered? As the man who broke up the three-time world champions? As a truly great Lakers scoring legend?
Kobe broke it up.
Players who eclipsed even the great Michael Jordan. These days, it seems anything's possible.
Nah, Kobe break it up.
Saw heading into the 2005
Shaq broke it up. Shaq wanted to eat donuts and Shaq wanted to eat hamburgers. Shaq relied on his weight and his freaking height, bro. Kobe was pushing that man. That man didn't want to do it, man. If Shaq would have, I'm telling you, man, Kobe probably would have had 7 rings, bro. Kobe would have surpassed Jordan, bro. Kobe had 5, bro. 5. He was right there with MJ, bro. Right there.
Season was far from the rising star we had witnessed winning his first NBA championship. This Kobe was a little more damaged both on and off the court. From very public feuds with former star teammate Shaquille O'Neal and coach Phil Jackson to a well-documented court trial that had changed many people's perception of his character, Bryant was left on a broken Lakers roster with no clear direction and with a career trajectory that seemed much less clear than before. The previous season, Kobe had taken a step back in his progression, still averaging 27 points, but shooting his lowest field goal percentage since 1998, and being named to the All-NBA third team, instead of the first team selection he had become accustomed to. The team itself had struggled in its first year without Shaq, translating to a losing record and the Lakers missing the playoffs for the first time in over a decade. Questions were raised about whether or not Kobe could be the main centerpiece of a contending team, and as the pressure mounted, it became clear in Bryant's mind that it was him against the world. Now, after mending his relationship with Phil Jackson, leading to the coach electing to return to Los Angeles, the upcoming season would not only be a crossroads for the Lakers as a franchise, but for Kobe's entire career.
You know, Jerry Rice told me, the great receiver, that he would, every time he stepped on the field, he would kind of tell himself he's not good enough, he has to prove. So the fear of failure was a way that he motivated himself. And I've heard you use that sometimes you feel like an underdog as well. Is that something that you have to kind of tell yourself so you push yourself even more?
Yeah, well, the thing that I'm afraid of is not winning another championship. That's the thing
that's a good fear,
that fears me. Yeah, I mean that really drives me, you know.
It was clear from opening night in 2005 that Bryant's mentality towards this season was different from anything that we had seen from him before. He was aggressive in his attack, relentlessly hunting for his shots and abusing opposing defenses despite clearly being their main focus. This led to a hot start as Kobe scored over 30 points in each of his first 4 games, setting the tone for his season early and getting the Lakers off to a 3-1 start. In recent years, he had developed and perfected one of the game's greatest offensive skill sets, with a full bag of go-to moves that ranged from smooth finishes around the rim.
I mean, nigga was so cold, man.
Full bag of go-to moves that ranged from smooth finishes around the rim to elite footwork that produced difficult pull-ups in the mid-range and beyond. It was clear that in order for Los Angeles to win games, Bryant would have to be more aggressive in his hunt for scoring opportunities than ever before, as other than the acquisition of talented forward Lamar Odom the previous year, the roster was depleted compared to previous seasons. While this formula would make for an up and down season, it was the perfect circumstance to produce one of the greatest scoring seasons the game has ever seen.
Mark Cuban.
Well, I think the game itself is about competition. Right? So when you step out on that floor, the person that you're playing against, your opposition, must feel that way.
I'm saying, bro, like, I'm getting tired of all these people smiling with each other, bro. Like, I ain't gonna cap. Y'all be pissing me off. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Niggas be smiling with each other and all that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that jump be pissing me off. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. When I'm on the court, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I ain't no friends on the court. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Ain't no friends on the court. I'm not trying to be friends and none of that, gang. I'm keep it real with you. All this little smiling on the court, niggas be talking with each other, joking with each other, bro. Hey, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even after the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you, bro.
If they don't
even after the game, bro, we ain't talking. You know what I mean? I ain't keep it real with you. I ain't trying to all that being too nice and all that showing respect on the court, man. F all that. I mean, I'm trying to come for your head. I'm trying to come for your neck. So I was trying to tell that nigga Keon, you know what I'm saying? I was telling him, I'm like, bro, I'm coming. Ain't no friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that. I'm trying to slaughter you, nigga. Like, I'm trying to beat the brakes off you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That's what I'm seeing on the court. Straight trying to demolish you, my nigga. I ain't finna take it easy on no nigga. I ain't finna take it easy on you, cuz.
Feel that way. I can smell it out pretty quickly. You know what I mean? But
and what do you do when you smell it out?
You go right at them. And you try to take their will away from them.
That's what you do, ain't it? You take people's will. Just tell the truth. That's what you do, Kobe.
When you play the game, when you're out there playing basketball, man, that's what you have to do. That's what you try to do.
Averaging 31 points through the first 24 games, the first legendary feat of the season would come on December 20th, 2005, where Bryant would accomplish something that nobody in the history of modern basketball had done before. In a 22-point win against the Mavericks, who would eventually go on to win 60 games on their way to the NBA Finals, Kobe would catch fire from the opening tip, knocking down difficult shots and attacking Dallas at every opportunity.
That's all the way out like this man. Kobe keeps it alive a little leaner. And Kobe does it again. 16-11. How hot is Kobe? Typical one. And now Kobe getting his right.
Oh my God.
Even with the contact early. Inside he goes, gets contact, and looks for the three-point play. Very he's trying to make a statement for his teammates. Kobe off the crossover. Got it again.
Nigga was cold. Can't believe niggas like disrespecting Cole like it, bro. Come on, bro.
Lakers by 21. I said, watch this. BBC Super Kobe on the yes, a new career best hitting the foul. Kobe's at 58. Dallas ought to foul somebody else so Kobe can't get it. Now Kobe for three. I don't believe it. Incredible.
Could have hit 100 points if Phil Jackson ain't take him out. It's 81 points. This is an 81-point game.
By the time the third quarter buzzer had sounded, Bryant had single-handedly outscored the entire Mavericks team, dropping a then career-high 62 points and becoming the first player to accomplish the feat since the shot clock was introduced in 1954. The big performance against Dallas would be just a glimpse at what was to come, as the new year would also bring in a new level of play for the Lakers star. After scoring over 40 points in 6 of the first 10 games of 2006, his performances thus far into the season had established Bryant as the game's top scorer. But a seemingly meaningless Sunday night game against a struggling Raptors team on January 22nd would be the day Kobe Bryant would officially become a legend.
Well, so that wasn't his 81-point game.
Who were still trying
think this was his 81-point game?
Identity as a franchise since the departure of star Vince Carter in the early 2000s came into the game as a sub-500 team. They were led by an aging Jalen Rose, who was infamous for trying to injure Bryant in Game 2 of the 2000 Finals, and featured a budding star and future Hall of Famer Chris Bosh. But few people expected much from them as they entered an away game at the Staples Center.
This was Chris Bosh
However, as had been the story at times throughout the season, the Lakers got off to a slow start, with the Raptors jumping out to an early 14-point lead despite Kobe scoring 26 points in the first half. Bryant had been a lone bright spot for Los Angeles, outscoring the rest of his teammates combined, but it was obvious that in order to avoid dropping an inexcusable game at home against an inferior opponent, he'd have to take his game to new heights.
We just wanted to win the game.
It's always a trap game, bro.
You know, in that type of situation, we were down by 18, 20 points. And we needed some energy. And as the leader of the ball club, I have to provide that spark.
Yo-yo in the dribble and stops at the top of the key. Well, Kobe's got his stroke. Didn't have it the other night for most of it.
Well, yeah. They're giving him the ball to see if he can add to it.
Yes, he does. That's what Toronto's shooting right now.
That tells you what the Lakers are going defensively.
Kobe again. Still 6.5 to play in the third. He pulls up for a three. Yes. Kobe again. There's Kobe trying to move around low key, trying to put him up. Finally shoots. Counted in the foul. You talked about him being in one of those zones. He's definitely in it right now.
Yeah, I was just feeling emotionally. The feeling I had was I could run all day. The basket is pretty big. I didn't feel like I was in like one of those zones where the basket just feels like a big bucket. The basket felt bigger. And I could see everything that was going on before it was happening.
Kobe with it now. Lakers lead 105-96.
Well, that's on beautiful, man. That's on beautiful, Cass. This is 81-point game right here.
Yes!
Well, there's 70.
He's got it again. Kobe's hand. Kobe guarded by Mo Peterson. Kobe pump fake for two. Kobe's got the Laker record. Two coming to
You know, Wilt Chamberlain was probably nervous right here.
Kobe Bryant, 28 for 46 from the field. This would be 18 for 20 from the line, and an 81-point game. 55 in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed the second greatest scoring performance in NBA history. And Kobe will be in place, and listen to this crowd for number 8, Kobe Bryant.
Dang, man. He took him out. Should let him hit that 100 mark, boy. I would let a nigga hit the 100 mark. I think that's the only reason he ain't hit the scoring record.
Points is seen as the standard for elite offensive performances to this
let
day.
him hit that freaking
but it also capped one of the greatest scoring months in the history of professional basketball. Kobe
took him out the freaking game and let him hit that 100 game mark, man. You know what I'm saying? 100 game point mark, man.
43.4 points per game in the
Probably
month
hit
of
it.
January.
Yo, Jackson,
the highest
jackass.
scoring output in a single month by any player not named Wilt Chamberlain, and had scored over 40 45 points in 4 straight games, joining Wilt and Lakers legend
Elgin Baylor
as the only players to ever accomplish the feat. Over the course of the rest of the season, Bryant would continue putting up elite numbers, all while leading the Lakers to a 45-37 record, clinching the 7th seed in the Western Conference, and accomplishing his goal of leading them back to the playoffs.
I'm saying, bro, we gotta get rid of that freaking play-in junk. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. We gotta get rid of the play-in. No cap. We gotta boycott the play-in, bro. You know what I'm saying? I missed it just 7 seeds. There's no way an 8th seed and a 9th. There's no way the 8th seed, 9th seed, and a 10th seed should even be close to having a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? 9th and 10th seed has a chance of making it to the, bro. Come on, bro. We need to change back to the playoffs, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't like the play-in, bro. Everybody else gotta work as hard, bro, to get a freaking get a record and then the play-in team. Like, come on, bro. I don't like playing, bro. I don't like that job.
Kobe would win the NBA scoring title for the first time in his career.
I don't like the play-in, bro. I don't like that, bro.
35 points per game.
Tell me that a 10th seed team can make it to the playoffs? What?
Only the 5th player in league history.
Come on, bro. Don't make sense.
Over 35 for an entire
10th seed team can make it over a 7th seed team.
Once again be named all NBA.
Ain't right, bro. Ain't right. Ain't right.
His efforts on defense earned him his 4th first team all defensive honors. Despite controversially losing the MVP.
And then I think all you have to do is literally lose one game. Is that correct? You know, I think you lose one game and then you play the loser of the other game. And then if you lose that game, you're out. You know what I mean? So you get 2 chances, basically. You lose that game. The loser of, it's going to be the 7th seed versus the 8th seed and the 9th seed versus the 10th seed, if I'm correct. So the loser of the 7th and 8th seed game face the loser of the 9th and 10th game, right? Am I correct? How does it work? Can you even lose in the play-in? I think if you lose one time, you out, right? Like, am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't really like it, bro.
Voting to Suns point guard Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, he got freaking robbed, man. Steve Nash won the MVP over freaking Kobe Bryant that year.
Losing the MVP voting to Suns point guard
like,
Steve
what?
Nash, Bryant had more than reestablished himself as one of the NBA's top stars. He had cemented himself as the game's most dominant player. The Lakers would go on to lose in the first round of the playoffs to the Phoenix Suns, but not before going up 3-1 on the number 2 seed and forcing them to fight back and take a 7-game series.
They'd love to get it into Nash's hands, and they do. Ball knocked away, stolen by Parker. Here comes George to Kobe Bryant. Bryant inside, it's good! It's good! Tie game! Walton can tip it. Bryant with the save. Oh, you gotta get a shot here. Final seconds. Bryant for the win.
I know that nigga ain't shoot left hand. I know he ain't shoot left hand.
It was clear that Los Angeles needed to add more missing pieces to return to their previous place at the top of the Western Conference. But what the 2006 season accomplished for Kobe Bryant may have been more important than any single playoff series. When faced with a crossroads in his career, a point where he could have folded under the pressures both on and off the court, Bryant chose to dig down deeper, take the challenge head on, and mold his game into one of the most unstoppable offensive forces we've ever seen. From incredible performances to impossible shots, Kobe had proven time and time again throughout the season that he was ready and willing to take on whatever opposing teams threw at him, transforming his game into what the world would come to know as the Black Mamba. Now, as the season came to an end and his former teammate Shaquille O'Neal was holding another NBA championship with his new team, the next step for Kobe and the Lakers was clear. It was time to go get another ring, by any means necessary.
We're a tough competition.
Some people sit there and say, y'all keep talking about Kobe being the greatest player in the game today. Y'all don't realize that Kobe trying to be arguably the greatest ever. Your response?
I gotta get a couple more rings.
Are you going to?
Yeah, you know what? I won't rest until we do.
I won't rest until we do, man.
The Lakers have notified the
You know what I'm saying? So right there, y'all, that's part 2, you know what I mean, of, you know what I mean, the freaking Kobe Bryant documentary, you know what I'm saying? That's so good right there, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, the Kobe Bryant documentary, you know